If you made paper airplanes when you were younger, yes, you are my friend. Hey guys, in this video I'm going to go step by step what I do to carve this silly little owl sitting on a rock bank. The eyes aren't finished. Woo! My name's Jordy Johnson.
My name's Grumpy Jesse, and this is Carving Fusion by Jordy Johnson. See ya!
Peekaboo! So here we are once again. Beautiful piece of driftwood red cedar. This is the same piece of wood that I made my wizard house out of. Got a crack up top there, but I'm not going to worry about it. So let's guess what I'm going to carve in this piece today, guys. I don't know. Just take a guess. Somebody went to the dollar store and had to get a couple silly little owls to show in this video. So just take a guess what I'm going to carve in this. Yes, a silly little owl. Okay, so this video is going to be a shout out for one of my very, very, very loyal YouTube subscribers and a new friend. Common interest, guys. Find people with common interests in your life and find friends with common interests and everything will be cool. So his name's Mark Ryan. I believe, Mark, you're in California, United States of America. He asked me if I could make a full 360 carving of an owl for him because he wants to make one for his daughter-in-law. He's an ex-roofer just like me. I think he's roofed for 30 plus years. I roofed for about, I don't know, I'd say a good 15 years of my life. So that makes us even better mutual friends, like common interests. So Mark, here's your friggin' owl carving. I don't know how I'm going to best describe it because I'm not very good at carving owls, but you guys, owls don't have to look like friggin' owls, okay? How does that look like a owl that sits in a tree? Guys, look, it's even googly eyes, okay? You know, you guys can carve owls how you want to carve them. You know, mine's not going to be a realistic owl. I'll tell you that much right now. Who even knows if it's going to look like a friggin' owl? Okay, but I know a piece of wood this big, look by my hand, it's going to take a lot of bulking out. Oh, guys, and right here, right now, I'm going to show you some pictures of Mark's carvings, guys. He's done some really nice jobs. He's bought lots of cottonwood bark off me. I'm not selling that stuff anymore. No, I hate shipping. And he's just been a real huge support to this channel. And thank you, Mark. This video is for you. Here's Kutzall, guys, 1/4 inch extreme flame burr on my Foredom Extreme SR series, okay? Industrial flex shaft. I'm going to be doing the bulking out with this sucker. Follow the description below, guys. I know you love to hear it. Use the code CFusion to save yourself 5%. And we also have another Kutzall here. Once we're done some bulking, this is a Kutzall taper extreme burr. Once again, go to the code below, save yourself 5%. Use code CFusion. I like these extreme burrs, guys, because they're the most aggressive 1/8 burr. This is a 1/8. I'm running a Dremel 400 today, guys, on a flex shaft, okay? These burrs are the most aggressive out of all the burrs, in my opinion, and they last the longest for me because I'm heavy hands and I break shit all the time. Guys, I just realized something about this cedar. You know, it's not a square piece. It's like a triangle piece, okay? So I don't know how I would get the owl to work 360s because his beak would be here, his wing would be here, and then, well, it's just a lot of bulking out for this. So maybe, honestly, maybe it's better to do on a little piece of wood like this. So I think it's better to start the owl off with a round piece, in my opinion, okay? I really do. So that's what's going to happen. It's just because you would have to take all this out. You would have to carve all this. Well, god damn. Forget it. I'm just going to do it on this little one. Okay, guys, so you can see here he's face forward and he's got his wings on his side, right? But lots of people like to see your owls. Lots of people like to see the owl, so he's looking sideways and you can see the wing when you can see the face at the same time. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So this piece will be like this, but it's going to be a full 360 owl, okay? So what I got to do, the owl can't be this thick. You know what I got to do? I got to just friggin' carve, okay? I'm going to carve all this right here, this wood away first, okay? So then we got a thinner base. Actually, you know what? Because he's going to be sitting on a rock or something. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to take I'm going to take some bulk away. Actually, you know what? So he's not sitting right on the outside face. I'm going to take some bulk away from here, and I'm going to take some bulk away from here with my 1/4 inch. Forget it. I'm just going to carve it the way it is. I'm going to carve all this out. I'm going to carve this out, and I'm going to carve this out. Shit. Okay guys, so you can see that that's what I call the blocking out, the bigger blocking out. So I got all this taken away. I did some undercutting under here. You guys always leave your owls with bigger chests, you know, like you can see on out. Look at the chest on this owl. Look how small its wings are. Okay, so you see its back wings here. That's what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of tuck them behind. So all I do for this part is I draw this wing on exactly same on the other side, okay? And then I'm going to tuck the wings. This is going to be the bigger wing. I'm going to tuck this wing underneath this wing. And I'm going to give him a tail too. Let's see here. Okay, so his tail will be right here. And his other wing will tuck it's kind of off balance because I'm looking this on the camera. But don't pay attention to that line. So here's his tail. Okay, so this wing comes down here, and this wing's going to tuck underneath here. Okay, so let's see here. Draw your lines around. Give this guy a center line. Center lines are a huge help, guys. Okay, so then we'll keep drawing this line around. Make sure it connects this way too. See how it kind of dropped? Anyways, now we'll draw this wing in. And try and give yourself a center line back here. Try and make them centered, right? So this wing needs to come over a bit more. And it's getting messy, guys. Also, I suggest, so this wing, see how his chest left big? I'll put him in some bullshit little talons in here, but talons aren't a big deal on owls, in my opinion, guys. When you're doing little small guys like this, but I left that for talons. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all these lines in now with this taper burr. Okay. At this point, too, you don't need to, it's like his face doesn't need to be coming off the side. You know, you could put his face here now because you got the wings in. Right? There's the wings. You could just move the wings around, put them up closer so they wrap around the front. And then there's his beak and then his eyes are right here. But anyways, I'm making a goddamn mess. So what I'm going to do now is get my blue pen and just mark in my cut lines that I'm going to do. These are just template lines, okay? Okay, I forgot to mention this piece of wood is Douglas fir. Really soft, man. It's actually really nice to carve. So yeah, I made lots of trees. This is a branch I found on the beach. I made lots of my wizard trees out of this stuff, but here's the waste wood that I've cut off, blocked off. So you see here, Okay, so if you look at those two wings, they're the same height. The one on the left and the one on the right. That's what I concentrate, making them the same height. And try and make them the same distance from the chest. Like here's the owl's chest. This one looks a little bit smaller, but no big deal, right? Okay, so now this is going to be the front of it. You can see it's just about doing your undercuts, guys. You know what I mean? So now, here's the front of the owl. Okay. Now his head needs to be. That's why it's always good to have a reference. See his head? This guy looks like a bear owl. I don't know, like a koala bear owl. But anyways, you see how his head tilts back? Goes this way. So that's what this one's going to do too. Which one's the front side? Which one's the back side now? Yeah, this is the front side here. So now I'm going to tilt his head back this way and a slight tilt this way. Okay. So the front of the head's higher than the back. Yeah, okay. Also, I just noticed, is that the front side? That's the front side. I just noticed this head is a little bit high. Like it's a little bit too big of a head now. And that's what I used to struggle with when I first did my owls. The head would be too big. So I'm probably going to trim some of this head down, bring it down, and then I'm going to trim some of this top off, and then I'm going to slope it back. And eat some 25-cent pot crackers. I don't know what these are, but they're good with your coffee, that's for sure. 25 cents a pack. Okay, so you can see here, his head is sloped back. I can still do some more rounding around this part there, see it's kind of square. I think a shorter, fatter owl looks better than a longer, skinnier owl. That's my opinion. So this part of the carving is where what you want to do next. I guess, I don't know, I think this is where you want to carve in the the beak. Okay, I don't even know if I should be showing this how I do it, guys, because my owls, well, they're just kind of silly little owls. Short, fat, silly little owls. So anyways, I'm going to put my camera on the tripod holder thing I got and film that way. Okay, so start off with your center line, guys. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. This guy's head's still even pretty big, you know, but we'll give him big ears, okay? So those will be his, not ears, I don't know what they are, horns. It's going to be a silly little great horned owl, okay? So his beak can go right here. Always start off with a thicker beak than thinner, guys, because you can always take it down after. Once again, my opinion. So here's some silly little round eyes. And I think you should try and make the eyes equal on both sides. I don't know, whatever. All I'm going to do to make those eyes both exactly the same is just like use a bit like this. There's another Kutzall bit, but I'll use maybe an aluminum cutter and just go straight in. Find your center point of the eye. You know what I mean? There's a center point, and I'll just go straight in like this. And then you've got the exact same size eyes. I don't know. That's just kind of my opinion. So let's get carving on this. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention, to carve this beacon, I'm going to be using this little small, it's a little bit plugged up. This is a diamond burr. So, but you guys, if you're doing bigger carvings, switch over to your small little tiny burrs to cut these beaks in, right? I don't know. Yep. Okay, you can see I got his beak cart. His eyes are, this side of the face is a little bit thinner than this side of the face. Look at the eyes. You know, look at the left side compared to the right side, but that's okay. I really don't give a crap. So you can see I went along and undercut underneath my wings. So look how far that wing's sticking off now too, guys. It doesn't need to stick that far off. I'm going to go around, flatten that down, make it more round, like around this kind of way. I got this diamond burr on here. You can friggin' zoom in. Flame shape, guys, very popular burrs and very good for the beginning wood carvers. A multi-purpose burr, guys. So I'm going to take this wing down smoother, flatter. Okay, I'm going to cut away all my cut lines inside here with this burr. I'm just going to slowly carve all this away. I'm not going to film that, but then so I'm going to take this wing down more towards the owl. See how I got the wings tucked in there? There's his tail. See that mark right there, guys? That's a cut line. When I say feather away your cut lines, that's what I'm talking. Feather this away so you don't see it. So it's just smooth in there. You know, I don't know what I'm going to do with this rock base. You guys can do anything what you want with your base. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with this rock base. Well, obviously it's going to be rocks. He's going to be standing on rocks. Silly little owl. Jeez. Okay, so it's all roughed out. It's all bulked out, in my opinion. Good enough for now. So there's a bump I left for his talons. So I'm not going to explain how I'm going to do his talons because I have no idea how I'm going to do them on a little tiny carving like this. But anyways, I got some lines drawn on there, and they're not going to look like mystical dragon talons, you know, like the bigger scale, like for the bigger eagles that I do chainsaw. They're a lot easier to do, so I'm just going to kind of make these, give them a little bit of a shape like that. Okay. So you guys, you know, when you're first starting to carve eagles and owls and stuff like that, don't worry about the talons. Like, don't think they should look like real talons. Look at that stupid owl talons. Look, that guy's got seagull talons, okay? So really, who cares about the friggin' talons for the owls anyway? As you can see, once I'm done with this, you're barely even going to be able to see them, but it's going to resemble them, you know what I mean? So it doesn't have to look like them. So what I'm going to quickly do now is carve this, no. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw the feather lines in, the wing lines, okay? Yeah, so it'll be the wing lines this way. Let me set up my camera. Okay, so we got our top wing lines. I just do one, and all the little feathers will be going this way, okay? So the more wing lines that you do, I think the better it kind of looks. But whatever, I'm kind of over it. Give them a little bit of a curve. See how they're just not straight up and down. So now what I'm going to actually, let's just friggin' do the other set wing lines. Tuck it underneath there. Don't forget this one's tucked under, right? And one wing line. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. So one. These are going to be kind of hidden anyways because I'm going to pull out the wood burner. So what I'm going to do now is actually, I still got my I still got this diamond burr on there, and I'm going to cut these so they stick higher and lower points, okay? So let's go quickly here. Okay guys, you can see there, so I got, so wings are layers. There's my first, the wing lines, right? You got one going across the top here, nice and round. It's hard to probably see in this video. Nice and round there, then the other one's coming out from it. So I'm going to do all wood burning in here, okay, with my wood burner when I pull it out. I'm going to wood burn all the little feathers in here. So what I'm going to do quickly now is I'm going to, I guess I'll just carve this rock face in, you know, so it's kind of like, just kind of make it look like round rocks in here. So I'm going to do that quickly, make this look like it's rocks, and we'll be back. I'm not going to film that. Okay, so I think I made the good choice by starting off with a rounder piece of wood than that other piece. it would have been just too hard, too much blocking out for such a little carving area, and it would have been super hard on my Foredom, and it would have been super hard on my Dremels. Lots of blocking out. So you guys can see here now, we got the rocks carved in. Just draw them in and carve them. That's where you have fun, guys. Look, it's a little wolf. Right there, whatever it is. So I just put a couple little dots in the rocks to add texture. So now, here is my wood burner. Okay, you can get this on Amazon for like 60, 70 bucks Canadian, I believe. And just go to the description below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn in a bunch of little feathers all around it, and I'm going to burn in here. I'm going to burn in the rocks, deeper inside the rocks, so it looks darker inside there, gives it texture, and I'll be back using this. Look, it's Mr. Googly Eyes the Owl. I didn't even make him. Okay, guys, so here's the owl. I put dollar store paint in the eyes to darken him up a bit. Got it all burnt. I hit it lately with my flap sander. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make the rocks lighter than the owl. So this is, once again, dun dun dun, my poly shade. This is, I don't know, two-door? What's the name of this color? Gloss? Two-door? I don't know what the name of the color is. Anyways, so they're going to be kind of reddish looking rocks. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I don't know. That's French side. What does that say, Glenn? Anyways, that's color. And I'm going to use this. This is Mission Oak. Oh, there's satin and there's gloss. I didn't know that. These ones are the glossy ones. These ones are the satin ones, the different colors of cans. I kind of tried to figure out why they had two different colors of cans. Well, now I know. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I think your safer bet is always to do your lighter colors first. In my opinion, guys, somebody will be like, why is he doing the lighter colors first? Well, Jordy's doing the lighter colors first because Jordy likes to do the lighter colors first. Oh, that makes sense. So this is going to be a pretty light looking owl. We can kind of, let's add a little bit of darkness in there. Okay, so I put this stuff on. I got a rag handy here, and I wipe it off quickly. Okay, I'll get inside those eyes later. Okay, so now let's do the dark color. The rocks. So, okay, I'll finish this and then I'll be back. Okay. Okay, guys, so you can see it's here. This isn't too much darker than the owl, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly, like most of my carvings, I hit it with my little flap sander. You can see how I make these in my playlist. Just to give it a couple more little highlights. Nothing major. And I'm going to do this really slow. See how slow I'm running it? So there you go, guys. It's done. Well, the eyes aren't done. Okay, guys, so I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. It's a little bit leaning this way, but that's okay. All you have to do is just sand the bottom, make it like this so it's not leaning. So, Mark, what do you think about your owl? I made this for you, buddy. I'll be sending it to you. You know, your generosity for the channel and your support does definitely not go unnoticed.
Sign your pieces, people, sign it.
To Mark Ryan, MR, from your friend in Canada, Jordy Johnson at Carving Fusion. Oh yeah, Mark, I've left the eyes for you to paint. I've noticed by some of your carvings that you're quite good with, quite talented with the old paintbrush. So let's see what you can do with those eyes. I'll leave them for you, bud. This guy's trying to fly away. Fly away now, sucker. Don't fly away, owl. Oh, you're not very good at flying, are you? Hoot hoot. Neither are you. Hey, Lee! She gets spoiled at the neighbors. Lee!